I feel like something happens to you when your brain turns 30 or older and you just decide you're ready to wash your hands with stuff. I just sold my whole entire DC Multiverse collection. Let's talk about it. What's up, folks? It's Tyler here. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to go and subscribe and check out my past videos. I post a lot of videos about The Simpsons, action figures, and now, I guess, Funko Pops. And we're going to get into that in a different video, in this video. So, let's talk about that for a minute. If you follow me for years, or if you follow me on this channel, or whatever the case might be, I did a lot of TikTok back in the day, still do, but now I'm doing both. So if you know me from back in the day, you would know that I used to make a lot of videos about DC Multiverse action figures, love DC Comics, love Batman, love Superman, all that good stuff, right? I'm into all kinds of fandoms, right? Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Simpsons, South Park, yeah, you name it. So along the lines, about 4 or 5 years ago, right around the time of the pandemic, I got really heavy into collecting DC Multiverse. I love the line. The line was so cool, brought me a lot of joy for many years, okay? I just want to preface it by saying there's no heat or like on McFarlane for any reason at all. I still think he makes excellent toys. I'm gonna tell you my reason why I got out of it and sold my whole collection for like undervalue of what I paid for it, essentially. So what the deal was is about a year and a couple months ago, I decided to start getting heavy into DC chases and stuff like that, being on the hunt for these things. And right around this time, there was like platinum action figures that were coming out, and I was like all over it, driving to all these different stores, trying to get these collector pieces, right? And it just dawned on me that this is insane, and I just don't have a lot of time in my daily life to be doing stuff like that, driving to store to different city. I'm lucky enough where we live in the Midwest and the Twin City kind of area, and there's a lot of Targets, a lot of Walmarts, stuff like that. But it just came to the point where I'm like, I can't be doing this all the time. Look, I'm a professional wrestling referee. Obviously, I watch this channel, right? So that keeps me extremely busy in the summertime. And with the summertime coming up last year, its art started to just like hearing so much about like DC Multiverse line. And I went through some weird like tribulations, and I started heavy collecting into The Simpsons, which I find to be my absolute perfect for it. Been a big Simpsons fan. So now you see this massive collection. I posted a lot of videos about it. It's been a little while since I've done like a like or something like that. Just been busy, but um then I got like into wrestling, collecting action figures and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't think I love DC Multiverse anymore. And there's a couple reasons why. A, chase for all that stuff is insane. B, the amount of pre-orders that came out on a weekly or monthly basis, however you want to put it, was too taxing for me, okay? Figures run for what? Roughly 25 to $30 a piece. And if you want a larger figure, 40 to 50, okay? Got taxing on the bank account. And then I sat there thinking like, oh man, I wonder why I can't afford this. And wonder why I can't afford that. Because you spend all your damn money on toys. Think about it. There's a reason why I got so many lines. Star Wars Black Series, I did like tons of that. And then I was like, holy crap, this is way too much stuff. Cannot keep up with it. All right. Dipped out of that. I still have some, but counting my figures that I had from DC Multiverse, I counted over 600 action figures from DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys alone. And that woke my brain up to, wow, man, these are 30 bucks a piece. What are you doing? And I love DC. I need to find something else DC that's easier on the bank. Because at the end of the day, like a tiny apartment, I can't afford to be like live this like lifestyle where I want to be on the hunt and spend all like money and buying a million figures every 2 weeks. Like, just crazy. Because now I'm going to tell you something interesting. Sold the collection. I pieced together some stuff over time. I sold some stuff like and whatnot like 8 months ago, just to kind of hurt a little bit and kind of out a little bit. And Made some okay money on it, whatever. They're all loosies. That's the thing too, is like when you want to sell stuff, it's hard to like to a collector because like you don't know where you put the extra hands and the extra guns and the extra accessories and stuff like that it came with. I'm just like, um, screwed myself for 5 years of just like in a bag and forgetting about it because I'm busy, right? Screwed myself, ended up selling it for way under cost. So last week I decided to hit up a local comic shop, and grateful that they came by to my place to pick up my collection. And then they evaluated it and sent me an offer the next day. And I took it because I'm like, it is what it is. I need to thin it out. I was tired of my little toy room here. It's a little tiny space in here. Tired of it being like to the brim full of boxes and boxes and stuff and having to take the trash out all the time and 1,000 action figure boxes is crazy. So I guess my point in even like saying this is just like, if I had advice to give anybody who's like toys or something like that, just be mindful of like what accessories and where you put like much stock you invest in it, because boy, I wish I figured out a long time ago when I started collecting DC or WWE stuff, like can't have everything. Even Marvel Legends, right? You can't have everything. And by the way, no, this video is not sponsored by Ghost. I wish it was, but that's besides the point. But this is just kind of like a ramble video of, man, I went too hard for too long. 5 years of collecting DC Multiverse, 2020 to basically when the line started. I was on that first wave and have been since, and barely missed a few. I had like the collection, everything that he put out till last year when I just like platinums, 6 figures a wave. Oh, movies are coming out, so we're gonna do figures for that. Oh, there's mega figures. Oh, there's glow in the dark versions. Oh, there's platinum. Oh, there's blacklight versions. It's just like, holy crap, all this stuff is so cool. And once you get your brain out of that FOMO spending, you're free. And that's the biggest advice I can give you, is just like, don't buy stuff because everybody on TikTok and YouTube is doing a review of this. It's like what I was doing. I'm like, I gotta be on there. I want to try to boost my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel. You want to be one of the top creators and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, deal with where I'm at. Like, do okay. Of course, I want more. Everybody wants more, but I'm happy with what I'm doing and I'm just having fun. So that was the thing that I wanted. I can't just keep buying this stuff because I'm supposed to, right? I want to do it because I'm having fun. So my point in saying that is I sold my whole DC Multiverse collection. I still have a lot of other stuff. I have a lot of wrestlers and stuff, but I'm pausing on buying any new like stuff like that. I still buy Jack Simpson stuff. I still buy World of Springfield stuff every once in a while. And then like I shifted my focus entirely to something that I'm going to make a totally different video about. That'll probably be like next video in a week or two or whatever I put it out. But I sound so crazy, but somewhere along the lines, I thought to myself, I want a little piece of everything that I hold close to my heart. My cat wanted to say hi, so I guess we're doing the rest of this video with my cat. This is Perkins. Um, I wanted a little piece that I could put together every one of my fandoms together. And what's the easiest way to do that? Think about it. Funko Pops. Man, I know what you're already thinking. I already had some hateful comments on an Instagram post I made. Somebody really tried to like my ass about it, and it didn't. I just blocked and moved on. But Funko Pops, dude, like about it. They own damn near every franchise out there, and they make a lot of cool stuff. And a lot of people tell me like, man, that's like the bottom tier of collectors. Like, right? It's the bottom tier of companies to buy toys from. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I want something simplistic. I want something that I can just buy one thing, spend 12 bucks on it. I could just spend 12 bucks on it in like a Butthead action figure or a Godzilla for $12 each or cheaper. You market, like, there's a lot of spendy stuff, but there's also a lot of pretty cost efficient stuff. So I am now a Funko Pop collector once again. I was a Funko Pop collector for quite a few years there. And then I sold my collection and took them out of the box. But now I am putting them and keeping them in box, not putting them in. But that's where I'm at right now. Simpson stuff, kind of just focusing on like Dax is coming out with. And like was on the Simpsons game too. So it's a win. So that's where I'm at. Follow your heart. Don't follow your everybody else is doing on the internet. Don't be a victim of FOMO. Spending gets out of hand. Trust me, from a guy who had 600 action figures that had no idea what to do with them. And I wish I would have kept them in box because I would have gotten a lot of more money for that. But it is what it is. I'm now, I've not downgraded, but I've simplified my collection. And my room has never been cleaner. So that's just my little ramble. If you like this video, like, comment, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next video where I talk about my new Funko collection. And as always, please be sure to check out my shorts because I be posting a lot of shorts about toys all the time. All right, you're getting feisty. All right, peace out, y'all.